here we are on the starboard side of the motor, or the same side that the operator typically sits on. And I'm kind of zoomed up on the oil pump. The oil pump, I'm going to put a little more light on it. It's tucked down in there, just in a real tight little spot. Now, to get the line loose from our tank, our oil tank at this point is basically just sitting in there. There's not a lot holding it. One little grommet. One grommet and those two bolts is all that holds it in place. So, this is our oil line right here. This is it right here. And it's coming into the pump right here. And there's a zip tie that's being used as a hose clamp. And smaller stuff, that's all it takes. So we're going to get diagonal cutters in here and cut this whole cap of this zip tie off, releasing the line. And I'll see if I can keep the camera on it while I'm doing this. It may be a little difficult because I can barely get these in there. And see what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm going to have to move the camera. You'll just have to take my word for it on this one. Alright. We've gotten the zip tie cut loose. And the line is now free to be pulled out. The line runs right here with no zip tie on it. Now we're going to take a pair of locking pliers, and we're not only going to pull the line loose, but when we do, we're going to clamp it shut so that we don't drain all the oil out of our reservoir. So, again, I'm going to have to move the camera, so bear with me for a moment. Alright, I've got the hose pulled loose. Use these locking pliers as a shut-off. And then you can just take the tank out. This wiring comes back here into this wiring loom. There's two connections here. All you have to do, that's your low oil alarm. These just pop right apart. Pull on the plugs, not the wiring. You'll pull the end off the wires and then you'll have to be replacing that. But that's as far as we can go from this side. I did remove these two relays, take the bolts out to let me in there a little easier. But now we just take the tank off and we can further get at the carbs, which will move me back around to the other side. We're still on the port side of the motor, and I didn't make mention, there is one more little device. Off of your oil pump to your carburetor linkage is a piece of linkage that lets your oil pump know how much oil to pump. It goes on this linkage right here, and it just pops right off there. That needs disconnected before you can start on taking the carbs off. So, we're going to move around the other side now.